Hey, bosses. Welcome to Boss Talks with the Crew. If you are new, hello. And if returning, welcome back. I am Chef Cham.
I'm Shurelle Monet.
I'm Miss Werking.
And I'm Jay.
Yes, best friends. So we got two moms out the group that are moms and two that are not, but they whatever. But they still have motherhood tendency. So let me just go ahead and jump into it. What is motherhood? Let's just ask that question. What really is motherhood? Boom. What's motherhood?
Yay.
Damn kids. I feel like motherhood or being a mother in general is kind of doing whatever it takes to care for your child. That's mental, make sure like their well-being, they're safe, and raising them to be what you hope to be is like amazing adults. Like that's kind of what motherhood is. You sacrifice.
Talk to them.
You sacrifice, you give love, you give them stability, you show them peace, you understanding. I feel like that's motherhood.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's
That was a
good.
good one. Okay, you gonna make it, one day. Yes.
I'm loving it. I cannot wait to see our future niece or nephew, because she's gonna be a great mom. As well, Shurelle, my baby mama for real, who the one who ain't pushed no kids but got 5 of them for real. So, she got 5 guy kids, and she has been in all of their lives since the day they were born. And didn't you see one of them really like come out?
Yeah, I never have to ever see childbirth ever again. After that was definitely a different experience for me. I was not supposed to be in the room. I was trying to hurry up and get out, but everything was happening so fast. The table came out, the things came out. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna be here, but it was really a beautiful experience, but I ain't never got to see it again. But I love each and every one of those babies as if they are my own. I know each of their personalities to the T. I know them as if they're my own. I love them kids as my own. I will do anything for them as my own, as well as my nephews. Y'all know I don't play about my kids at all in general. I don't play. I am not a mother, not looking to be anytime soon, okay? But when that time comes, I will definitely, I have great mothers around me to get great support from, and as well as great advice from. And motherhood to me is, everything B said. I ain't no mama, but yes, having those nurturing tendencies, being the best role model you can be for, we all look up to other people, but like, why not look up to somebody who birthed you, who gave you life, who really can be like, dang, like, that's my aspiration. And of course, you always want to do better, but like, if your mom is, somebody you can look up to, that's a wonderful thing in itself, right? That's like, dang, my mama, she do this. Like, that's my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, motherhood is everything B said, and just like somebody that you really like for me, my mom is my aspiration. Like, that girl, that's my girl. I love my mama. Okay, that's my girl. Hey, girl. You probably ain't gonna watch this, but hey, girl. So I'm gonna keep mine brief because I'm not a mother, but I am a mother. I'm a mother. Okay. Okay.
Mommy of the year,
mother. Yes. But I'm gonna leave mine short. What's going on over there, Miss J? New mommy in the building.
Hey, representing for the mommies, the new mommies. Okay, 1 year in the game, ain't changed. But let me see. So I agree with what the other lady said. But being a mother, I feel like motherhood is being the support system your kid needs, being the love they can't find nowhere else. Just like they said, being a role model for your kid. And I feel like you don't have to give birth to be a mother. I feel like people have nurturing tendencies and they take in on kids that may not be their kids. Like, for example, like stepmothers that don't have their own kids take on the role of their partner's kids. So I feel like definitely like stepping in and being nurturing to your kid. I feel like motherhood includes love, support. It's not just about, like, some people think that, oh, being parents is just like buying this, that, and the fourth for your kid. That's not all it is. Like, you also have to spend that quality time with your kids to let them know that you're there, that you love them. That goes for fathers too, but we ain't gonna get on fathers today. But for me, me never really, like, I didn't grow up with kids in my life, you know what I'm saying? So my son is the first kid I ever took care of personally. So I had to learn a lot. Like, I had to learn, like, I know what a mother is, but I had to learn how to be a mother to a kid because I never experienced taking care of a kid. So it was like all new to me. And I learned, like, from watching my mom raise me as a single mother for majority of my life, it taught me a lot unknowingly. Like, I didn't know that when I had a kid, being a mother would just come natural to me. Like, I feel like it may not come natural to everybody, and it's okay, you can learn. But for me, as soon as my son got here, you would have thought this was my 10th kid. And not to be like flexing, but humbly speaking, like, I had to learn what to do for my child. And also, I'm a single mother. So that's a whole nother level that also taught me myself how to be emotionally stable. Because I'm like, okay, I have to be there for my child. Like, I got to figure it out, period. Like, with the minimum help I have, I got to figure out what I got to do for my son, because I want, like they said, like, I want my son to be able to look up to me and say, my mother, y'all heard about her? Because that's my mommy. Like, I want to be someone my son can brag about. I want to be my son's best teacher. I want to be my son's best support system. I want him to know, if you don't have nobody else, baby, you got me, Junie, okay? You can have nobody else, but you got me. And it's, like I said, it's more than the money. Like, you can get your son or your daughter millions of dollars, but what about the love? What about the quality time? Like, what have you taught your son today? What have you taught your daughter today? It's not just about what outfit they have on. I don't care if everything in his closet is from Walmart. It don't matter. He's taken care of. He got a roof over his head. He got food to eat every day. It's not about being a social media mother. I'm not just putting up pictures, making something look like, what's the word? What I'm trying to say? Flexing for the gram, like we say. Like, I'm not a flexing for the gram mother. So I don't know. I'm still learning motherhood, me being a new mother, but I definitely think I value quality time more than anything that I can buy for my son, period. And I just want to be the mother he can look up to, talk to about anything. Like, I want to be your best friend, but also your mother first, but also your best friend, and know that you can come to me about anything. Like, I hate when I see relationships with parents where, like, the kids don't feel comfortable talking to their mother or father because they don't have that open relationship and communication. So I definitely, like I said, I'm still learning motherhood. Miss Chef Cham, she's been in the game longer than me, so I even learned some stuff from Miss Chef Cham. But yes, talk to us, because you the what's the word?
You the OG, the hustling
I'm
mom
the
right now.
in the game.
OG in the gang. I'm still learning, but I think I'm doing pretty good. So
Y'all mama's tired yet? Cause
sacrifices. That's what I forgot.
I am beat. But to me, motherhood. Sorry, I thought I heard my little one. Sorry. To me, motherhood is not just making that sacrifice, but I don't know. It's something about getting up. It's something about that drive. And then comes the patience. He just shook my whole house. But he literally just threw me off. But having the patience, really, and that get up and go drive, because I don't know. I've always wanted to be a mom. I've dreamed of being a mom ever since I was a little girl, outside of wanting to be a doctor or a nurse. And that did not go as planned because I'm a whole chef now. But I've always dreamed of being a mom, and it's always been to more than just one child. But I think I explained in the last episode how I pretty much prayed for my son. So when he came, that get up and go drive was, I was a junior in college. I was at Chipotle. And when I found out I was pregnant, it was Chipotle not about the benefit or have me financially stable to raise this baby if I need to raise this baby on my own. So from then, I just started getting on the grind. As soon as I had Jay, I left Chipotle. I went to Progressive. I worked there for about 4 years. And somehow on a humble, that job has been gone. And ever since then, I've just been a hustling mom, just literally grinding, not for just what the life I want my son to have, but I want him to see the hard work ethic that it takes you to get to where you need to be. So I think that's probably what just sums me up, is that drive. Yes, I love my child. Yes, y'all have all touched on the patience and being emotional there and having that relationship, but teaching them that drive, that get up and go, get it attitude, that hustle mentality. And they know his daddy is he gonna get it one way or another. He's not gonna punch no clock. He gonna get it on his own. So, and I also think that looks back at my childhood too, because I seen my mom work her ass off. And I'm not talking about she was working her ass off because she needed to, because my dad was there, her husband was there, but she was working her ass off because she wanted to, because she wanted to show her kids what it is like to provide, what it is like to work for what you want, because ain't nobody else gonna give it to you. Like I said, you got to take it. So I don't know. I think that just sums it up for me, showing them that it's more to life than just this material shit. That shit gonna be there later. Let's build you now so you can enjoy that later. So I guess just making sure your kids is set for life. That's what's keep me going as a motherhood. And you don't gotta, like Jayla said, you don't have to give birth to be a mother, because I know women that have taken children in that they didn't even birth and raise them and love them as their own. So no, you don't have to be a mother. Brittany's an auntie. I wasn't gonna throw it. She has a nephew and she still has 2 dog nieces. She does. She watches them. Seriously, that instinct of taking care of something else or another human being, whether it's a human being or a dog, because technically in form, they say dogs are humans in dog form. They're smart, they have feelings, they have emotion, same thing. So yeah, you could be a mom taking care of dogs, and Shurelle, she has 5 godchildren that she's helping raise all the way in Dallas, Texas. So it's possible, but that's what motherhood is to me. My beautiful ladies here. Now let's pick up on this next topic. Motherhood isn't for everyone. I want to go ahead and put it out there. Y'all that like leaving your kids with whoever, this, that, and third, just so you can go do what you want to do. I've been waiting to talk about this one, but motherhood ain't for everybody. I don't know if y'all need to reevaluate some things, if y'all really need to sit down and take a look at what your child actually needs, but your child needs a present parent, a parent that is stable, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Because if you're not together all the way, your child not gonna be together all the way. And that's just how it is. So yeah, for me, motherhood ain't for everybody. If y'all want to go ahead and chime in, because I know this has been a
I also look at that as everybody does not want to be a mother. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean you have to want to be a mother or you have to be a mother. My sister has 2 dogs, 2 chihuahuas. She doesn't want kids. She doesn't have the desire to have children. And so it's not for everybody. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Not at all. No. It does not make you less of a woman because you don't want to be a mother, or because you don't want to be a mom. Like you are still a woman, and you can still bring that positivity and that light to another person's child without having to be a mom at all. Like there's so many other parts that we as women in general play in people's lives as a whole. Y'all know we would make the world go round. So as a woman first, because you are always a woman first, no matter if you're a mom, you still a woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, ladies, you don't have to be out here. You don't have to feel bad about not having no kids. If you don't want to, don't make nobody shame you. Somebody walk around, when you gonna have kids? When you gonna do this? When you gonna, girl, live your life. Do you? If that's not if that's not what you feel in your heart of hearts that you want, do not feel bad about it. It does not make you less of a woman. But it does go hand in hand where, yes, some people are not meant to be parents, and they're having children though. So, I mean, at that point, I would hope that you would just grow up and be that woman that you need to be in that role model for that child at that point, because you do have them. They're here. At this point, they're here. What you gonna do?
And they ain't asked to be here.
And
No.
sure didn't. So take care of them babies, because none of us asked to be here at the end of the day. But if you're gonna do it, then do it.
You laid down and made it, lay down and take care of it.
Exactly.
Period.
And ladies, don't be trying to be out here trapping people, because just because you have a baby by a man don't mean he gonna stay. So if you think
more than likely, that's what ain't nothing gonna make nobody stay that don't want to be kept. And that's just that.
That make him run faster, being honest.
And then you sit up here with a baby that you ain't even ready for, because you thought that this man was gonna stay because you had his baby. That don't mean nothing. In this generation, this day and age, I don't think, honestly, even in past generations, I don't think a baby.
It never mattered.
And a baby never kept a man. And that's when I say motherhood isn't for everyone. If you're doing it for a man, then you're not ready.
You're doing it for the wrong reasons to begin with.
Want it to be sneaky.
Hello.
Doing it for the wrong reasons.
Mama's babies, daddy's maybes.
Hello. Because at the end of the day, moms, we gotta be a mom. You know what I'm saying? Dads, most dads, I won't say all dads, because there's definitely some amazing fathers out here, but most dads, you find them, they want to get up and go somewhere, they can go. They want to, whatever they want to do, they have the leeway to go. But as a mother, I gotta find a babysitter, or I gotta do this. We can't just get up and go like we used to. Like, it would be nice, yeah, but unlike some, for the mothers that's not ready to be a mother, they can get up and go and do as they please, because they drop their kids off to whoever because they don't care. But yeah, don't be trying to trap people. That's all I really got to say. If you're not ready to be a mother, and I know sometimes accidents happen. For me, example, I was not planning on having a child when I had a child. But at the end of the day, when I made that decision to keep my child, or however you want to go about it, I had to think about, like, can I do this by myself? And when you find out you're pregnant, you have to put the pros and the cons in it. And if the pros outweigh the cons, then, make it do what it do. But for me, my thing was financially. Before I really learned what motherhood was, my thing was, okay, can I take care of this child financially by myself? Like, I know I have the support system. I know as far as friends and family are concerned, but if I have nobody on this earth, can I take care of my son? Or at the time I didn't know what I was having, but can I take care of my child? And when that decision was yes, then I was like, okay, let's do it, figure it out. And then that's when you got to start planning out. But if you just having kids for a man, like I said, then don't do it. That's not cute. Every child has the right to have an amazing mother, period. I don't care what's going on. You need to figure out what you're going to do to be a good mother for your child. I keep wanting to say son because I have a son, but that goes for sons and daughters. Like, if you're not ready, then don't force it. Don't try to make some man love you because you're pregnant. Because, like I think B said, somebody said he might leave just because he found out you're pregnant. So that's definitely not going to keep somebody, because men, unfortunately, they always have the way out if they really wanted to. So
I got something to say. When you said, is this kind of goes along with like picking the right partner for you to have children with.
Excuse me.
For me, like, most people don't plan on having kids, whatever they do just come. Most of us ain't planned nothing. Let's just be real. They came, surprise, whoop, up. Surprise. That's just how it goes. I know that one of the reasons I don't have children is because I haven't found the right person to have a child with. One. There's many other reasons why I'm not, because I feel like I have things to do before I have children. So for me, I'm cool with waiting. I know God's timing is gonna be right, and I'll find the person that's me and that person gonna find each other, and we're gonna be like, yeah, let's make this baby, okay? Yeah. But until then, I'm not ready. And I've always told myself, and I've always told my friends, I have to be the intelligent one, right? I cannot cheat my child out of a good parent. I cannot cheat my child out of a good father. So I'm picking my child's father. Why would I dare why would I pick somebody that's not fit to be a father for to my child? Why would I cheat my child out of a great parent? Especially now, knowing the things that I know now, and me dealing with the people that I've dealt with in the past, knowing they weren't it for me. I wouldn't dare want to share and to have a kid with you. I wouldn't know. And I think that's also what made me realize why I wanted to be celibate, because I was like, I'm not just going to be out here just laying with people and then a baby pop up somewhere. And I'm like, I don't even want to have a kid with you. Like, that's like, for me, I'm not like, that's another reason why I'm like, all right, you gotta get yourself together. You got to get yourself mentally prepared, because you're getting older. You're getting more mature. Like, you're getting older. You want these things out of life. You want to be married. You want to have children. So you have to move intentionally. So for me, I'm going to make sure that I do the best of my ability. People switch up and change on you. You can't predict. But if I can at least attempt to make sure that I'm picking the right partner, you know what I mean, in the best of my ability, that's what I'm going to do. So I do think that sometimes mothers who, are single, you know what I mean, they were young, they may not have had the experience or known what we all, like I said, it may have been an accident or whatever, but like, if you're not a mom, these are for women that are not. Please, if you don't have no kids and you're not in no serious relationship, or you are in a serious relationship, look at that man while you laying up with him every day and say, do I really want me and you to be co-parenting or raising the kids together at all? Do I like your mama enough to have my kid at her house? Mm-hmm. This stuff is mad. That stuff matters.
Serious.
It's serious. It's not about you and him when you're talking about another human being. It's not. It's just not. It just doesn't work that way. So don't be doing stuff selfishly. Like, ladies, literally think about everything that you do, because it does have a long-lasting effect on not just you, especially when you're bringing in kids into this world. And I do love that I have so many great examples around me. I got great examples of what to do, great examples of not what to do, great examples of how something went bad and they turning it around for the good, all types of things. But right now I'm in a place where I can make these decisions, and I'm going to at least attempt to let that not be one of my downfalls. So that's something that I really think that's very important, is that y'all make sure that y'all out here really, really, really vetting, interviewing, doing it all. Like, this is not a game. Motherhood is
not a game. This is not a drill.
It's so serious. And it's a prize. Okay. I don't think people understand how much of a prize it is to be a mother. It's a prize.
And a father, just
a parent.
A parent,
yeah,
is beautiful. And you should want to experience that with someone who wants the same thing with you. That's why I'm not gonna touch on that, but I'm very, 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 very grateful for my child's father, because he could be out here doing anything. He could not be calling his child. He could not be seeing his child. He could not be taking care. He could not be doing a lot of things. But to have that partner or somebody go through that with you, who actually wants to be there, that is very important, because how a man treats you while you're pregnant, and that's how you really gonna find out. Let's say you do go ahead and get pregnant by the man, you decide to keep the baby, this, that, and the third. How a man treats you when you are pregnant is really going to be the outcome and the effect. You're gonna know if this is gonna work out right then and there. So I think that is very important that you guys are not picking, but making great choices about who you are laying down with. And this is not just coming from people on one night stands. This, like she said, this is from people in a relationship. Sometimes you could be laying in the bed with somebody the whole time, and you really don't even know who this person is. Completely honest. You take sex away from a relationship, you'll see that
clarity.
Sometimes nothing there left to offer. Sometimes you'll see that this man can't hold no conversation with you. Sometimes you'll see like, hey, well, you don't want to talk to me today, or what's going on. If you pull that from a relationship or from whatever you're doing, you'll pretty much find out what you're gonna need to. But yeah, definitely make great decisions on who you are having children by. And this is just not for our mothers. Gents, if you listening too, this is for you too. Stop having babies by all these women. As Jayla would say, stop dropping loads in these women. Like, for real, stop doing it. And it's at this point, it's getting sickening, because y'all making kids, and y'all out here not taking care of them. And then these kids does not have asked to be here are being cheated out of a parent, like Shurelle said. So why not make a great decision if you do not have any children, and watch who you had kids by? Everything that we are talking about is serious. This is from 2 moms and 2 people that are not moms. Everybody is not meant to be a mother, and everybody is not meant to be a father. So watch who you have your kids by. And that's just on period, because the devil is a lie, and I'll be damned if I start all the way over and have mixed. No offense, because my mom had mixed match kids too, and anybody else that's gonna have mixed match kids, I don't want to have mixed match kids. I just don't feel like that's
I'm triggered. Don't do that. That don't matter.
I mean, don't be triggered, because sometimes mixed match
I've been
kids
triggered
the best loving dads, for real. I mean, shit, we mix, but
I saw
it happens.
It's okay, love. That grew. That was gross.
That's it.
Okay. Period.
I don't know if I can speak on this, because
it's okay.
It's okay, love.
Okay.
You strong. You done made it through.
You there.
And you're an amazing mother.
And you doing this shit.
Yes. Baby.
If nobody else ain't gonna condemn you, God damn it, we are. You doing this shit by yourself, and you a damn good mom. And ain't nobody gonna take that shit from you.
Nobody.
You dry your tears, you cry your tears.
Girl, you about to make me cry. I don't care.
Those are tears of joy. That is a mother. That is sacrifice.
I look ugly as hell.
You don't look ugly. You look beautiful.
It don't matter. This is real.
It don't matter. No. This is real. This is hardcore shit.
No,
might be a little triggering, but it's never your fault. Don't ever feel like it's your fault.
That's strength. You do whatever you gotta do for your baby. That's all that matters.
That's God giving you that whole
girl. Why you got me crying? It's cool.
Let it out.
I don't even know. You gotta let that go.
Women here.
This is real. This is for the women that's been through or going through whatever you've been through. You ain't gotta drop your whole story, but people feel it.
People feel it. You don't gotta do that shit. People feel.
That's motherhood.
Moms, y'all
got your good days, you got your bad days, but you still there regardless. You ain't gonna never ever have to worry. Ever. Ever. He got 3 bomb ass aunties and a bomb ass mama. So at the end of the day, it don't matter who ain't there, because we there. Period. And I said what I said. And that's however it get back, that's just how we get back. And that's like I said, babe, you are the bomb. Mm-hmm. You doing it. You're gonna keep doing it. And he gonna know. You ain't gotta say nothing.
You ain't gotta say nothing. You ain't gotta say nothing.
You ain't gotta say nothing.
You know what? That next man, that's gonna be your husband. He gonna put a baby in you. He gonna be rubbing your belly every single night. That's the energy that we need. That's all we need right there. So that's your baby. Mama's babies, daddy's maybes. That don't make him no father.
that part.
Well, we do that. Sperm donors.
Having a baby don't make
Yes.
you a father.
No,
That don't make you no
Parent.
father.
That
no,
don't-
it's a whole bunch of sperm donors out here.
for sure.
But
Mm.
no, period.
There are some
That is
eggs.
my
There are
skill.
some women that's just out here releasing eggs too. But
For
we,
sure.
you know, whatever.
Fun.
But it's okay if that triggered you. That was a moment of clarity that you need. That may have been something that you need. And you went through some shit that you shouldn't have to go through, but you went through it, and it's making you a woman. It's making you a strong woman now. You know what I'm saying?
And you know the shit that you ain't gonna take no more.
Period.
Ever again.
Ever again.
Period. And that's just it. 'Cause you got a whole nother person applying pressure. Period.
And if he
Okay. And that's just it on everything. But yeah, ladies, and gents, this is real. This is not, we doing this to show y'all and to give y'all 4 opinions, but these are our lives. We are really opening up to you guys, hoping to shed some type of light or knowledge or anything that you could possibly be facing. We're hoping to relate to you at least as much as we can. So no, this is the real drill. This is the real deal. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Okay.
You got something you want to say, Jay? Do you need to release anything? Or
I definitely just want to say, make sure you pick the right partner for sure. Don't ignore red flags, because you may think that, oh, when a baby gets here, things are going to change, but that's not, that's not always the case. Sometimes things may get worse, or, once you have a baby in your life, you're trying to manage depression or postpartum depression, plus depression you may have had during pregnancy. So it only actually gets harder when the baby's actually here, because you're trying to cope. And also with me never having kids before, trying to also learn how to be a mother on top of learning how to deal with depression, learning how to deal with postpartum depression, learning how to deal with things I've never had to deal with before, learning how to deal with going through a breakup in a relationship that I was in for years, going through a breakup with a man that he was all I knew. So, and I'm not crying about the breakup. I'm crying about being a single mother in all aspects, whether it's financially, physically, mentally, emotionally. Not having like they said, it's not fair to a child to not give them good parents. It's not fair to your kids to put them through something that they didn't ask to be here for. It's not fair to have a bad mom. It's not fair to have a bad father. And I'm not trying to speak negative on anyone, but I don't know how I could say it without being negative, but yeah, it's just not fair. And like I said, I'm not trying to speak negative on anyone. I don't want nothing to get back. I don't got time, but definitely pick the right partner, because like I said before, a baby's not going to change. And I didn't have a baby to please this man, because it was a oops, it was a situation. You made your bed, you laid out in it. I didn't take precautions to not have kids. But at the end of the day, that's what also, like we were talking about, what's motherhood. Me doing this shit by myself, and I'm taking all credit. Me doing this shit by myself has made me stronger and made me have that fight, or put some fire on my ass, because I'm like, you on your own, sis. I knew when I was pregnant that it was probably going to be, when I found out I was pregnant, I ain't even going to hold you, because like I said, don't ignore red flags. But as soon as I found out I was pregnant, that's why I mentioned, like, I literally sat there and thought about, can I do this by myself? Because like Shamira said, I've always wanted to be a mother. I never was one that was debatable about it or nothing like that. Like, I always was a caring, nurturing person, whether it was my kids or somebody else's kids or whatever, or adults, whoever was in my life, I was always there for them as a person. So when I found out I was pregnant, I knew from jump, like, I got to do this. Like, ain't no dubbing back. I'm on my own. Besides, like I said, he has 3 amazing aunties. He has great grandparents, great family members, period. But at the end of the day, it's me. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to call none of y'all, unless I really need it for anything. You know, that's why I said you should have a partner where if you don't got it, your partner have it. You know what I'm saying? You can call on your partner to do whatever it is for them. If you don't have that, it does make it hard. This is coming from someone going through it. Unfortunately, I can't rely on, I'm trying not to say too much about business, but I can't rely on certain people that I should be able to. Woo! Yo, I can't keep talking about it, but definitely pick the right partner. It hurts to not have that
support
help, that support from the person that you made the baby with. Like, you can have support from everybody. That's why the next man in my life, off rip, like, if you don't have that relationship with my son or whatever, because I'm not putting somebody else in his life that's not the father figure that I admire for him to have, or that I dream of him to have, because it's not fair at the end of the day. All right, next topic. I can't.
Get yourself together, Jeff. You got to get up and get yourself together. We got it. You good, love. We crying because that's our sister, and we feel her pain. We know everything she done been through. So y'all got to understand, like, you know what I'm saying, how deep this go. Honestly, probably didn't even think this was gonna go like this, but yes. God damn it. And it's the truth though. Like, I think that might have hit deeper than we even realized we were gonna discuss on it. But I do truly agree, you know, with when I said that about, you know, picking the right parent. And I feel like even if y'all not together, if it's the right parent, y'all gonna be able to co-parent properly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be able to co-parent properly regardless, because at the end of the day, you understand it's not about y'all being together, it's about this baby at all times. I always say, like, even if me and the person don't ever stay together, if we can remain cordial and friends and co-parent, then that is something that I desire too. Because I know that life happens, and I know that things happen. And yes, I don't live in this fairy tale world of where I think that because I don't have kids yet, oh, I'm going to be married. I desire to be married before I have children and all of that. But divorce is real too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that at least if you can at least find somebody that is going to be a good parent, whether they're a good boyfriend, husband or not, if they're a good parent, that matters. That just truly matters. And I don't think people understand how deep that goes, because you sitting here laying down, you digmatized by somebody, or you whipped by some girl. Like, it's so much deeper than that. Like, you gotta watch who you have these kids with, because not only, yeah, they might not be there financially, but what are they teaching your children? Are they teaching them anything? Can they teach? What can they offer your child? What can they offer your child? You have to think about that. This is not it's just not a game to bring in another life. That's not nothing to play with, period. And I do take motherhood very serious. I don't take it lightly at all. Like they said, I have 5 god kids, and you probably would think that they was mine. If you know me, you know I don't play about my kids, and they're not my kids. I even get on their mama about ways that I don't like, because they're my kids. I didn't birth them, but they're mine, and I don't play. And I take the way you talk to children, the way you care for children, all of that is so important in every aspect. So really, this is a episode for mothers, but it's an episode for people who aren't parents at all too. Really take the time to think about that person that you're laying with. Is that somebody that you really want to be having your life and be stuck with forever? Because we all say 18 years, but baby, as long as your baby around, they are too.
They gonna need you forever.
And if, like I say, so this real, we know this is, man, it's just, but kudos to you, love. You doing the damn thing, like I said, and we here, so it's cool.
Period.
We gonna try to
touched on pretty much being a parent and a role model. I feel like we touched on that basis for sure. Now, can we talk about these mamas, baby and they sons, please? Can we talk about it? Because we ain't never addressed this elephant in the room. Let's address this elephant of y'all mamas dipping y'all nose into y'all relationships, babying them, always coddling them, making it seem like everything they doing is okay. What's the hell wrong with y'all? What is wrong? Like, what is it? Yes, I have. I have had one. I didn't like it. It was very different having a man be coddled by his woman, always not by his woman, but his mom, always seeing what y'all doing or where y'all was going or why he ain't do this for me. Well, is he supposed to? I'm confused. So I want to let Jay jump into that.
I was trying to get myself together.
This episode,
good, but this part right here is this gonna bring some life out of her. I know this part.
Mamas. Definitely don't baby your kids because they're gonna be babies forever. I feel like when you baby a man, he don't know how to grow as a man. He doesn't know how to move on from being underneath his mother because his mother was always doing everything for him, not making him be that adult that he should be. I'm not saying as soon as your son turn 18, kick him out or nothing like that, but definitely still give him responsibilities and don't excuse his mistakes. If he doing something wrong, call him out on his bullshit. Don't just be like, oh, that's just how he is as a person, because you're enabling him to keep being a negative person. And that carries over to relationships. Because another thing that people need to learn is watch how a man treats his mother, because 9 times out of 10, however he treats his mother is how he gonna treat you. You didn't birth him. So if he not respecting his mother, what makes you think he gonna respect you? And that's something I also had to learn, unfortunately, because I'm thinking like, you can't change a man. That's just simple. No matter how much a man love you, you can't change him. Because I'm thinking, okay, he treat his mama like this, but I'm his girl. He ain't gonna treat me like this. He ain't gonna do this to me. But then as I got older, I'm like, he treating us the same damn way. It was the same disrespect. And the fact that, you know, they may have excused it, it's as if I was supposed to excuse it too. But I'm a different person. It's some stuff that I'm not going to take. I didn't birth you. I'm not your mother. I'm your girlfriend. So it's a level of respect I feel like you should have for your mother, but it's also a different level of respect you should have for your girl, someone who you eventually want to marry or however it goes. Because I'm a person, I'm not dating to just date. Like, I'm trying to find a husband. I'm a lover girl. That's it. That's how I always been. I ain't never had my whole face or nothing like that. Like, I've always been a lover girl. But when you dating a man who is just, like we said, caught about his mother, it definitely carries over into the relationship that he has with you. So at the end of the day, what I said?
It wasn't you.
Oh. But at the end of the day, like, what was that? Y'all made me lose my train of thought. Hold on, wait, what was I saying?
Y'all,
I'm all messed up. Y'all gotta excuse me, but definitely I don't plan on being a mother, excusing my son for anything. I want to raise a gentleman. I want to raise a successful man. I want to have a son who's going to cater to his woman I basically don't want to see my son put nobody through what I went through. I want him to know that pregnancy is the most precious thing in your life. And if you don't have that partner there for you during pregnancy and catering to you, and just you're carrying a child, that takes a whole different toll on your body, both physically and mentally. And if you have someone who is not there for you during that time, it just makes it 10 times harder. And for me, being pregnant with my first child during a pandemic, for one, having to go to all my doctor's visits by myself and just pretty much doing it by myself, I would have wanted someone who was there for me more support wise, because everything else I had to do by myself as far as like appointments and stuff. I would have loved to have my child's father at my appointments with me and this, that, and the fourth, but it didn't work out like that. So having that support outside of things you can't get is needed. Like carrying a child is so freaking different. Like you take on something you never experienced before. It's a beautiful thing, but it's also hard. It's not all
It's hard.
beauty and glamour and, oh, look at the baby on the ultrasound. But at the end of the day, it can be beautiful. And this does back to having the right partner. It can be a beautiful thing if you have the right partner. Like Shamir said, if both of y'all in it to win it, or both of y'all want it, it can be so beautiful. So that's what I pray for with my future kids, because just because I may have had a bad experience with my first one, I've learned so much from it, and it definitely has made me stronger, even though I just had my moment. But it's just like, it was triggering, you know, haven't talked about it in a while. So it brought back things that I no longer really think about anymore, because as you can see what happens when I think about it. Yeah, so I'm still healing from being a single mom. I'm healing from the trauma that I've gotten from pregnancy, the trauma I've had from past relationships and everything like that. So it's like, it's just a healing journey. But definitely, moms, don't baby y'all kids, because it shows. They never gonna grow up and never learn how to be a man, never learn how to be a father. Especially if you're a single mother that's their father may not have been that involved and you're doing it on your own. You can't baby them. You can't excuse them from their wrongs. You can't just, I don't know, you got to let them grow as a man at the end of the day. So coddling is not good. And that goes for females too. If you got females that daddy's girls, or that always depend on their parents for everything. And don't get me wrong, I have had very supportive parents, but at the end of the day, I can call them if I need it, they got it. But at the end of the day, while also being able to do that, they taught me how to be independent. They taught me how to get it on my own, taught me how to get that thrive, taught me how to be motivated, taught me how to do what I need to do to be a successful Jayla. So at the end of the day, they never had me just, and some people felt that way, and that y'all have every right to feel that way, but look where I'm at now, successful. So, so whatever, but definitely, I don't know, but I just wanted to say this off topic. I may cry, but I love all of y'all very much.
Love you too.
This is happy tears. So I love y'all because y'all was there when I needed y'all the most. Even if I didn't express everything I was going through, or I just had to throw it out there because you guys don't realize, like, you can have a best friend, but these are not my best friends. These are my sisters. So
Girl,
you can't have two Tauruses on here doing this shit.
These are my sisters. So like I said, like the fact that they even got emotional when I was emotional, it shows how great our bond is. I feel like we take on each other's pain, and we go through shit together. So whatever they going through, I'm going through it too. Whatever I'm going through, they going through it too. We literally like are each other's backbones. Like I consider these my backbones. I've never had more amazing friends than I do now. If I need them, they're there. We had our Cold Black episode. We don't play about each other. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all. Love y'all dearly. My son loves y'all dearly. I'm grateful that he has y'all in his life, because he needs that. He needs good people in his life and not be surrounded by negative things. And unfortunately, he has been surrounded by negative things. So, or negative people, I should say, not necessarily negative things, but I'm working on that, working on his life. But I definitely appreciate you guys, like, more than y'all know, for being there for me. And even though some things I went through, y'all just not finding out about, I still appreciate y'all. So love you all. Love you, bosses. Love y'all watching this episode. And yes, I just had to say that. Get that off.
Just don't let that shit happen again. Here.
I'm
You
not.
handling shit by yourself in the closet alone. We ain't doing that. Call somebody. I'm usually up between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4, maybe 5, depending if you give me a go on a good day. If you got me between 8 and 12, I'm asleep. But anytime after that, I'm up.
sure.
Thank you, ma'am. And you down the street now, sis. So
I am down the street and might even be closer to you. We'll talk about that afterwards. Did we touch on not your man?
would you say what?
That's your son, that's your man. Did we touch on?
I feel like
I mean,
son, not your man.
stay out of your son's business, mind your business. If you coddle him, he'll stay a boy forever. He'll never become a man.
we talked about
Not your man, mommies. Get your own man. Don't try to.
and ladies, teach your daughters how to be women. Because that's one thing you can't teach. You can't teach a man how to be a man because we're not men. So I don't want to, we can do the best we can.
Right.
But ladies, that's one thing you can do is teach your daughters how to be a woman.
Period.
Okay. I mean, granted, some of y'all don't know.
I know. I don't want to be messy, but it's real,
No,
right?
I ain't gonna do
Not
that.
being messy, but that's real.
I ain't gonna do that though. I mean, we know that they don't.
Say what you was
We know
about to
that-
say.
We know that they don't.
She don't want to say it. I said it for her. Continue.
It's cool though. But honey, teach your daughters. That is a part of motherhood. If you have a daughter, is to teach her how to be a lady. Teach her how to be a woman. Okay?
Please,
It's
preach.
nothing more, nothing. There's nothing wrong with teaching your daughter how to love herself. There's nothing wrong with teaching her how I don't want this, because I think we got this stigma thing going on in the world where, and don't take what I'm about to say wrong, but we don't need a man or this, that, and the third, because I think that some people take that and they'll take it to the degree of where they disrespectful to men altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So when they get a good man, they don't even know how to let him be a man. Okay, they don't know how to treat him, and then they want to know why and then you're like, that's why everybody ain't this, everybody ain't that, all these ain't this. Okay, well, you don't even let him be that. You know what I'm saying?
You might have made him that way.
You might have pushed him to be what he doing right now because you don't know how to be a woman. You want to be the man and a woman. Teach your daughter how to be a woman. Now, if she has to take the role on some things on how to be a man because she don't got that man, then that's one thing. Like me, my mother, when my mother was single, it was a point in time when it was just me and my mom. She had to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything, because it was me and her, period. When she got her husband, she let her husband be a husband. She let her husband be the man. She became the woman all solely because she ain't have to do all that extra stuff no more. She got a man now. That's another thing. Make sure you got you a man. But anyways, that's just period. We already discussed that. But be a woman and teach your daughter that it's okay. Ain't nobody talking about something you gotta let somebody walk over you or do this or do that. But still, it's okay to be a woman. Like, stop with all this hating men and bashing men and stuff. Because at the end of the day, that's not cute. Y'all be the same ones messing with everybody though, laying down with everybody. Like, you can't hate them that much. You can't hate them that much. You just got your feelings hurt. You got this perception of whatever that is. Just don't be putting that on these little girls where they yes, they need to be independent. Yes, they need to know how they have to move forward and put their foot forward no matter what. Because at the end of the day, it's not a guarantee that you're going to have a good man. It's not a guarantee that you're going to have a man at all. So you always have to make sure that you're good no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
As a woman, you have to make sure that you're good no matter what. And you teach your daughters that. You don't need to teach your daughters that go, all this, sorry, y'all gonna get mad at me again, but this Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion shit needs to stop. All this get the bag fucking nigga, this, that, and the third. It sounds cute. It sounds real cute, but it ain't realistic, and that ain't for everybody.
I was just about to say that because you got to remember it is still the music industry, and Cardi B has a whole fucking husband at home. Okay, it's
That
not
too.
fuck him, fuck this.
Like Mary or whatever.
I feel like when women say, "Oh, we don't need a man," that's that's degrading a man. Like, let that man be a man. If that man want to provide for you, then let that man provide for you. Not saying that you shouldn't be able to provide for yourself.
The only men you don't need is the ones that ain't doing nothing for you. Period. Them the ones y'all don't need. Them the ones y'all hold on to. That don't make sense.
For what?
Don't fuck with them good men, because there ain't many out here, child.
No,
You
it
get
ain't.
you a good man. Keep them,
They're
please.
not.
Same thing with women. You get you a good woman, because some women, they depend on a man to take care of them. You don't want nobody that can't take care of themselves. So at the end of the day, that goes for men too. Get you a good woman. Get somebody that if you ain't got it, she got it if she needs to. And same for women. Get somebody that you can depend on if shit go left for you. Like, don't get somebody that I can't even ask him to put gas in my tank because he ain't got it. Like, no.
Ain't got a corny 2 quarters to rub against each other. Like, what the hell we doing? Period. That go both ways. Both ways. Please, I mean, if you're in a relationship, just make sure that you can be what you're supposed to be in that relationship. Don't let no woman just walk all over you. And don't let no man just walk all over you. He's supposed to respect you. You're his woman. You're supposed to be respected. Teach your daughters that too. Always remain respected. If you don't let nobody disrespect you, they can't. If you don't you know what I'm saying? Period. So there's so much that comes to being a mother. And I know that you are, as parents, they only can do what they know, right? As parents, you only can give your child the best of what you can be, to the best of your ability of what you know how to do. So most parents did the best they could with what they had. Let's just be honest. They only could do what they knew. You know what I'm saying? And as they got older and they went through life more, and maybe you're an adult now and they're like, dang, like, I apologize for this, that, and the third. Mothers, apologize to your children. If there was something that you didn't do correctly, apologize. If there's something that you did, it's okay to correct that. Maybe I taught you this, and you know what? I'm looking at it now and I'm like, you know what? That really wasn't something that I should have said to you or taught you. You know what I mean? Now that I'm older, now that I went through some things myself, as I get, because we all gonna continuously grow, no matter how old we are. So, shoosh, parenting is a hard job. I'm looking forward to it, but I ain't looking forward to it because it's for real. Like, I just think people really just think it's all fun and games. Like, kids are not baby dolls to just put a freaking cute outfit on and post a picture of.
Or make Instagram pages for.
Okay. Well, or that in general. But they're human beings. That gotta grow up one day and be out here in this world and might procreate as well. So now you got a whole generation of messed up people because but it's the truth.
Right, it's the truth. It's the truth.
Look, if you go down and trickle down and look at your family and see how things went. Look at how maybe your grandparents been married this long, and then it go down, it just keep going down. You be like, dang, something went. And granted, we got different reasons why people stay married at different times. Back in the day, that's a whole nother topic. People stayed together for different reasons back in the day. But I'm just saying, just look at different things that's going on in your family tree, and you will realize some stuff wasn't right. And you be like, I don't want to be like that. So at any time as a mother, and you see something ain't right, go ahead and talk to your kids. Talk to your kids. Be open and honest. That's one thing I love about my mama. We open and honest. We have open dialogue. She tells me any and everything. And I want to be the same with my kids. She's so real and raw with me. And I've always had that with her. Even as a young child. She's never been my friend. You know what I'm saying? She's always been my mama. I've always had respect for her, but we've always had an open dialogue. And I love that. And I want to continue to remain that, keep that. And I hope that that's something that I can, bring with me to my children. So I'm going to shut up now. I'm sorry. I don't know where we're going with this episode because this was not what we were expecting, y'all. I promise y'all this was not it. But parenting and all overall, I know we talk about motherhood, but parenting overall is just it's a real thing. It's a treasure. It's a prize. It's responsibility. And it's not to be taken lightly.
It's not, but you can also make that shit fun too. I guess it depends on the type of person. Me and my baby, we like to do stuff. I mean, I'm a working mom. I like to do stuff, but like Jayla said, quality time, that love, that patience, that teaching them the good things, having great role models in their lives, mother, father, grandmother, aunts, whomever that may be, but having some type of good role model for your children, that's a must, for sure. So no, motherhood is not to be taken lightly, as Shurelle has stated. But you could take away something from motherhood, being a mother, or with not even being a mother. Like she said, this episode is for everybody. You don't got to be a mom to do this. But Shurelle touched on something only because I think we had already covered the double standards of making sure a man is a man and a woman is a woman. Shurelle said, let children be children. And that goes to our next topic of, is your kid gonna have an Instagram page or page or
what is Shurelle?
What you mean? I've been what do you mean? That is this not here? Kids having IG pages? Yes, no.
Is Justice gonna have an IG page, Shamir?
Is he gonna have an IG page? I ain't a parent.
If my son become like a model or something, but other than that,
I mean, no, I'm not creating my son an IG page. I was just asking because I thought that was what,
Well, no, I think none of us are really on board with the whole kids be kids. Go play somewhere. Play in the yard. Go play hula hoop or something. I don't know. I'm cool. I think I want my kid to have a childhood. Like, dang, like I feel like we the last generation that actually played outside or something. Like, I don't know.
We are.
You know what I'm saying? Like now it's just sit your kid. I mean, this is reality. It's nothing wrong with it, but it's like their playground is virtual. So YouTube, playing games on the TV all day long. We watch cartoons when we were children too, so I can't say that. But I think a lot of the life is changing, so I guess it's what it is. But I feel like make sure your kids get some sunlight. That's all. Get some sunlight. Go play in the snow for a day, not a whole. I don't know, just a couple hours. I mean, an hour maybe.
Get some memory cards, get some flash cards, do something with them.
Teach your children.
Let's do that.
Don't just think that the teacher supposed to teach your child, things like that. But okay, to wrap this episode up, ladies, if you could think of anything, what is one thing that you take away from your mother, that you absolutely respects her for teaching you as a woman, as us being women, or just in general, about life?
My mother, shout out to my mommy. My mother has definitely taught me how to be independent. She's definitely taught me how to thrive in being a single mother. Our roles as single mothers are a little different because she did have my dad. Shout out to my dad too. He's a great father. But she definitely still picked me up when I was down. My mom always just picked me up when I was down. Without my mother, I may not be on this phone right now, or on this Zoom call right now, but definitely taught me how to be independent, get it on my own. I have seen my mom, like we were talking about the roles as far as a man and a woman. Seeing my mom be a single mother for a while, she had to pick on the role as a man because it was always been me and my mom, always. So my mom, she had to get out there. If anybody else gonna cut the grass, my mama cutting the grass. My mom gonna shovel, something break, my mama pulling out the toolkit. And it was never, well, let me call this man or let me call this man. It was always, okay, YouTube, especially when YouTube came out. Right. I mean, me and my mom, these ladies we put a whole bar together in her basement. And it's not no little couple seats. I think it's a 10-seater or 8-seater bar. Like, so she definitely taught me how to, if don't nobody else know how to do it, or you can't call nobody else, you better figure it out on your own. So that's kind of, I'm still learning. I don't like outdoors. So I really will hate if I have to cut grass like she did and everything like that. My mom got a whole tractor and all that good stuff. But is that what they call? I think not, whatever. But then you sit on and cut the grass, she got one. But definitely, if anything, if I can sum my mom up in one word, definitely, or what she's taught me is definitely how to be independent. And she's also taught me how to be vocal with my emotions. Some kids, like I said, they don't feel like they can come to their parents and express how they feel. But like Shurelle said with her mom, me and my mom always have had an open dialogue. I felt some type of way, I was able to come to her. Now, some things I may have been scared to say out loud, so I write her a little note when I was a kid, but I still had that option to be open and talk to my mom. And my mom was my first best friend. She's still my best friend outside of these ladies. And if I can't depend on nobody else, I know I have my mom. And I also have my dad too, which is a plus. But definitely my mom taught me how to go get it and never give up at the end of the day, no matter how hard it is, no matter who I have to help. Be independent. Don't never feel like you can't do something because you don't have another person to help you do it. Just figure out your own. Get on YouTube. YouTube can teach you how to build a house at this point. So
No, it can. I've watched.
independence. So shout out to you, mommy. I know you're gonna watch this. Love you to death, girl. Without you, there's no me. And that's on period.
Love it. Love it. B, Miss Quiet today. Go ahead, sis.
I feel like Jayla kind of covered the same things my mom already like taught me to be very independent. You don't need nobody for nothing. Do it yourself. Don't rely on anybody. I feel like that's mostly it. My mom was all I had for a very long time. It was just me and her. So I feel like I can hold my own on both ends. I can't be a man, but if need be, I can do shit you would expect a man to do. And then had my dad too. Like my dad taught me, I guess, in a way, how to be softer and just to be myself and be okay with that.
I love it.
Shout out to daddy and mama.
Shout out to the daddies, the good dads, I should say.
Yes, yes. Yeah, we all have great dads on this phone. That's one thing we all have. We have all had great role models in some perspective, even if they might have not have been, they did, like I said, we've all have parents that have done the best that they could do, and they made some amazing people. So, we have to just take that. But my mom is a very complex person. I love her. I love that girl. She taught me everything. I mean, she's a God-fearing woman. She's taught me that ain't nothing wrong with, sometimes that is truly my best friend. I think she know more about me than she probably should, but that's my that's my girl. I don't know no other way to describe her. My mom taught me so much. I love her. Wouldn't know what to do without her. She's definitely taught me how to be a woman. I mean, from just simple things like cleaning, cooking, you know what I'm saying? I think people need to understand. Please teach your kids how to cook. They walk around here, that's nothing. Just being a woman. I feel like she really did a good job of teaching me how to be a woman and how to carry myself in a respectful manner. That was really always something that she always wanted to make sure that I left out that house representing her properly. And I wanted to represent my mother properly. To this day, I'm like, they ain't gonna be talking about Sharia didn't teach her daughter how to do. Like, no, I ain't gonna never make you look bad, ma. Never. You know what I'm saying? I always want my mother to be held up to them. I hold her up here so high. And I mean, and she's messed up. She's not a perfect person, but that's my girl, like my ride or die to the end. And so I don't never want to do nothing to make her look bad. You know what I'm saying? Is because she taught me to the best of her ability. And I'm just forever grateful. I wouldn't change not a thing. If I came back and God said, who you want to be your parents? I'm picking on my parents, both of them. Again, period. Like, it's not an if, ands, or buts about it, because that's how much I appreciate them being in my life. So my mom taught me everything, period. Like, everything. So I love you, girl. Go ahead, Cham.
Chris.
Oh.
I thought she was on mute or something.
Chris, what didn't you teach me besides how to be a great mom? I don't know, the love my mama had for her kids, that it made it, I don't know, we felt it a little different. So I don't know. She taught me, how to work, how to cook, but she taught me how to be me. She taught me how to ignore and let things go. And it's okay to be sad, but it's not okay to let that sadness take over everything that you're trying to overcome. So I don't know. My mama taught me a lot, but her instilling that love and understanding the letting shit go and everything is not gonna go your way. I don't know. She did something with that one. So I like to just shout out my mom, Chris. We got some laughs. We goofy together. Y'all know my mom.
Girl.
Yes.
If you see my mom, she probably look just like this. No, for real. But yeah, shout out to my mom. I love you. Love my dads too, but this season is about the moms for real. This episode. So that's all I got for my mama there.
Shout out to our mamas.
Shout out to motherhood. Shout out to all the women in the world who, you know, out here just being a mother figure to somebody, even to somebody's son. Okay. Just, you know,
we ain't doing that no more though.
No, we not. But I'm just saying, because we're not gonna go there. Anywho, love you guys. Tune in next episode with Boss Talks with the Crew. Like, subscribe, comment, share the video. Hopefully next episode is not so emotional, but if it is, hey, it's just we just being real.
What it is.
You don't know what you're gonna get. So
tune in next week, bosses. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Bye.